and start getting our shelves painted, get at least a coat on. That way, hopefully it'll be nice and dry by the weekend, and or maybe later this week, I don't know. We'll put another coat on it. Probably get away with 2 coats on these, don't you think?
I think so. It's covered.
Except maybe that orange one.
Yeah.
Today we are going to work on... Seriously? Today we are going to work on this section over here. We're going to get... We are actually only going to put in... We're going to put in a countertop, of course. And then we're going to put in one shelf. We're only going to actually have one shelf. We are going to make a divider to block off the fuse box area so that, you know, things that are on shelves aren't getting over here and messing with the fuse box stuff. So we've got to make a partition basically to block that off, and we've got to make a shelf and a countertop. And we're going to try to get all that done and installed today, and hopefully at least the first coat of paint on that. Then we're going to actually move back over onto this side. We have the paint on the shelves. The top is getting a different type of covering, I guess you would call it, sort of. And I'm not doing that yet. I want to wait till all of these tops are in. It's going to be a bit of a drawn out process. It takes several steps. So, but we are hoping to maybe get some doors on today, or at least get them started, and hopefully this weekend get doors on. They'll have to be painted as well. So we're hoping this weekend to complete, other than maybe the countertop paint, we're hoping to get this completed this weekend. We'll see how it goes.
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace, this is your goal that makes it all worth.
Cut and sand, cut and sand. That's where we're at right now. Cut and sand. It takes so much time. I'm a very impatient person.
Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on...
So just a little tip. If you go to buy a cargo trailer to convert into a camper, either go with the flat nose or the V nose. Don't do the round. Not if you want to do stuff like this. Otherwise you're going to be cutting and sanding, cutting and sanding.
Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best. Teach a system I invest, never hidden, I ain't scared. Ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing. Yeah. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal.
So you see we got that countertop piece in there. It actually wasn't, I don't think, quite as bad as the others maybe. We have got some gap, though, all the way around. It is, I mean, we are not professionals by any stretch.
Well, the trailer isn't square. Or,
yeah,
I mean,
it's wonky. All cargo trailers are going to be wonky. They are not going to be perfectly cut, symmetrical, or whatever you want to call it. But even if it was, I think we would still have problems.
Most likely.
Because we are not carpenters. But, so we have gap around all of our... I'm not concerned about gaps on these shelves that are they're going to be under the counter. They're going to be covered by doors. So I really don't care about those and the gaps. But the countertops I do, because, you know, I'll be cooking on those. I'll be, you know, everything's going to be done on those. So I don't want stuff, you know, food and stuff and things falling down So I gotta figure something out. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm probably gonna have to like go to Menards and just shop and see if I need to check like maybe I don't know. Bathrooms. That's exactly what I was thinking. Maybe like some kind of tub trim or sink trim or I don't know. But we need something flexible because it needs to go in a curve and it needs to be thick enough to cover these gaps that we have. And I do not want to do caulking again like we did the last time. Just don't. So right now what we're going to do is work on the partition part of this, I believe. And I think we'll get that cut and ready to go. We've got to put in a support board here, support boards across the bottom, and we have a shelf to put in.
This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Realize deep way under the surface and like a fire needs cold.
Okay, so we had to take a break because we need some different boards and we need, what else do we need? Boards and, we should have made a list. So we're at Menards and we're gonna get some stuff. And then we'll get back to the camper and do some more building.
This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Like a fire needs coal in the furnace.
Isn't that in a song? Wiggle it just a little bit.
There, no more wiggle.
Yay, no wiggle.
This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your little lies deep way under the surface and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
It's a good thing we didn't build these out too much farther, though. We'd have been past our. I wasn't really taking this into consideration. So, what do you think?
Make that work.
I mean, we need to come down a little bit here, but you know that should be where it needs to be. It's a little. So if it's attached to your hinges, you're going to be a little bit off. Figure it out here. So probably the door actually is going to come down. I can see that. Hopefully it'll give us enough room for a catch. It's off. But if there's a catch, hopefully the catch is strong enough to go ahead and pull it in, I guess. I think these are warped. But
It doesn't look.
I think it'll look okay, and I don't think it'll bother me too much because the gap's underneath.
Okay. So
If we keep the gap off the top, keep it
Yeah.
underneath, probably put the clasp over here. Actually, because
Oh, the catch. Gotcha.
it's
Where?
touching over here.
Okay.
It's out over here. But what do you think?
I think that's gonna look pretty good.
I think so too. The next board, the hinge there's plenty of room. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
Look
it looks
good to
like it.
you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so here's a door.
Okay.
Woohoo! We got the door. Okay, so then this one.
This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, so I'll squat down. As we told you, we are trying to repurpose a lot of the stuff that came out of the previous build. This was our original doors. There's part of my painted dandelions. We will need to fill these holes in before we paint this, but we're trying to use as much of this because this was, the pretty stuff. So we're trying to use as much of this as we can for our doors on our shelving. Okay. See how we fit. Looks pretty good to me. I mean, there's gap.
But this
A
whole
lot of it actually, so a lot
But
more of it than I thought there would be. But I don't think it'll look bad. I don't know. What do you think? We can't go over too far on this
Yeah,
side
'cause we're gonna
anyway
hit
because
that.
of that bolt.
yeah, that and
That's- Woo, shoot.
careful.
Okay, so, but, okay, my hinge is going to be right around in there. So my door is going to sit right about there, which means should be good down here for the catch. And it is definitely closer here than it is up here. So we're going to have to be very careful when we attach this door to basically
Make
ignore the
sure.
fact that this looks unlevel. You see what I mean?
Yep.
Because it's this, not this. Okay, so we have got everything. All the doors are cut. We have fitted them. Hopefully, this is a build or almost design as you go because, as I've said before, cargo trailers are not even close to perfect built. So, even when you think you're getting something perfect and maybe you have it measured out perfect, it don't fit perfect. So we have to adjust and, as we're going, we have it in our heads, we know how it needs to be, but once we cut it, sometimes it has to be altered a little bit. That being said, we think we've got the doors all cut for all of this. This does not get doors, just these end pieces, and we're gonna finish sanding the edges of these and paint these up, but we're done for the weekend. And next weekend we will be working on getting our doors mounted, and I will probably work on countertops. We've got decorative pieces to go on the doors, which that's going to be fun. So yeah, we'll show you doing all that too. And we got knobs to put on there and all that good stuff, all the hardware and everything. But that's all going to be next weekend. And so yeah, hit that little subscribe button down below there, you know, and that little ringy belly thingy. That way you won't miss the next video when we get it uploaded, because we still got a lot to do. Even after we finish this, we still have a lot to do. We've still got the whole back end of the trailer to finish. And we're on a schedule, so yeah. But anyway, so, okay, well, we'll see you next weekend.